Hey guys, welcome back to the show. Today we have a radical guest, Dyson Ramones. We have a FaceTime call chat all the way from Oahu, Hawaii. He's one of my friends. I haven't talked to him in a long time, so it was great to chat with him. He is now a barber on Oahu in Honolulu. So it's awesome to see what people do after skateboarding. I think it's really fascinating. So this is an interview with Dyson Ramones. The first minute got cut out, the audio got cut out, so I want to recap with you what happened. He was on stereo. He hurt his knee in skating in Long Beach, and this is his story. Enjoy. Okay, so you're skating the gap with your passo.
Right. My back foot slipped off and I just sat on my knee basically. And then I knew it was pretty much done. Like I couldn't walk the next day. Flew home to just, I didn't if I was going to be out of skating, I wanted to be home with my family.
You always missed Hawaii.
Oh, for sure.
You were always like, oh, I just want to go home.
For sure. I mean, it's great.
It is.
And all my family's here, and it was just tough for me. I think just being away.
How many years did you spend in California?
Probably 5 years off and on. Cause 2010 I came home.
Okay, and you were always at Dave Wang's house, pretty much?
Pretty much Dave, and then when Stereo, I was staying at Patricia's house for a little bit.
In that little underground basement
The
room.
underground creepy basement, for sure.
Don't you have like a ghost story or something about that room?
No, I came home late and Chris wasn't home, and I swore I heard like footsteps up there, and I got all freaked out. I was like, oh shit, there's like a robber in here or something. And then I called Clint, and Clint had to come over and check the house out. I was being like a weirdo.
You wouldn't even go upstairs.
No, I was like, fuck that. There's probably like some dude up there like jacking stuff. I ain't gonna go up there. And then Clint went up there. I think I was probably like 23 or something.
Okay, so how old were you when you got sponsored by Stereo?
23. Let's see. That was like '06. Yeah, I was 23 or 24.
Okay, that was before I was on the team.
Right. When I was just trying to like meeting the dudes and stuff.
And they flew you out because of your sponsor me video on an America website?
No, Charlie Thomas brought me to Tampa 05. Because I was skating for Hurley. I was a Hurley.
On Hurley, with no board sponsor?
Frank Hirata was sending me Scarecrow boards.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Like, I was just riding them, I didn't have boards, and he would just hook me up with Scarecrows.
And then
I met Chris. I was sitting outside at Tampa, and Chris, like, randomly came up to me and was asking me questions, introduced himself and stuff. And then a little after that, I started getting some stereo boards. Yeah.
And you were probably like the first AM on the team.
I don't know.
At the reamp.
I guess, right? Yeah.
No, Benny was on.
Oh, yeah, Benny and Ollie.
Or Ollie was pro.
Ollie was pro, yeah.
And Tony was AM too.
Oh, yeah, Tony.
Right.
Yeah.
So you got on, you were in Stereo, and you were staying in LA for a bit. Were you enjoying it?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was so young that all I wanted to do was like skate and like be around the dudes, Didn't really think of it like, I mean, I was stoked for sure, I just was like lost in it, I think, I didn't know what to do. I was just trying to follow everyone's lead, and if they were going to party, okay, let's go party,
You're kind of on everyone else's schedule when you're a skater.
Oh, for sure. I mean, it was great, like I don't regret anything, it was awesome times, traveling and everything,
And you were pretty taken care of for a few years with Hurley and stuff.
Yeah, they were like probably one of my main, how I was paying rent, like that's how I was taking care of all my bills. And I mean, Stara was kicking me a little bit, later, but it was mainly hurley.
I mean, what a blessing to have that opportunity with them.
Oh, for sure. Like, I mean, did a bunch of traveling, met tons of people, and still have some of the same relationships today.
And it's like you and Bob Burnquist and Curran Caples.
That was a pretty random crew.
It's such a
And
random crew.
John Dixon was on trips with us too.
And I was on there for
A
a little
little.
bit, for a
Yeah.
second, trying to cash in.
Cash in for sure,
Yeah.
right? Get that Nike money.
Oh my goodness. It's pretty much the same thing.
Yeah, I guess, right?
So then we put out that video. We were skating a lot, and I was at Dave's house for like a whole summer. And then the skateboard or stereo put out the field report video of you and me, and it was like an AM video.
Right, yeah.
And they put out 5,000 copies with a skateboard mag. And then we kind of just like nothing happened after that.
Yeah, I don't know what happened. It kind of was just. I think they were going through like changing distribution or something, right? Something like that, I think.
I feel like it was just like they
Or
were
a little
hyping
after
up
that.
the AMs a lot, and then they just didn't know what to do with us.
Yeah.
And they're like, okay, we gave you your time, and now go on your
It's
way.
done.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I don't know. Yeah, it was a weird time, I think, with skating too.
Or it was just like a 2008 in the recession, no
right.
doubt.
Everything was kind of fucked, at that time. Like companies were just kicking off dudes,
Left and right.
left and right. Yeah. So that basically was my situation, I guess.
So did we get kicked off at like the same time? Or I think
I
you
didn't even know
kicked off
I didn't even
later.
know I got kicked off.
You didn't even know.
No one called me. I was home in Hawaii already, rehabbing my knee, thinking like, okay, like I'm still getting hurley money. It's paying my bills. And I remember feeling better, and I tried to order a box. Whoever the team manager was at the time, I
Yeah.
contacted, and the dude was like, "You're no longer on the team. I don't know what you want me to do."
What?
And I was just like, "Screw it! Don't send me anything. I'm over it. I just was over it. Like,
Dang. That's like
that's how.
2010?
Yeah, 2010.
Okay.
And then eventually I got kicked off of Hurley too. They were like, "Hey, like, I don't think they had a team manager at the time.
Because
I
Aaron
think
Yeah.
Astorga, they either let him go or he left. I don't know the story behind that, but he was the dude, that was taking care of everyone, and then
Really nice, special person.
for sure, and then yeah, they didn't have a program, I guess, so they were like, you know what, like your contract's up, and
I
I was
think
like,
they just
fuck,
kept Curran and Bob.
that's it, yeah.
It was such a weird company to ride for because you'd go down there and there'd be like Rob Machado, and I'd be like, whoa. It was so interesting. It was I couldn't believe they allowed me to be a part of it almost. I was like, how did I get in here?
Right.
Like, do you remember skating a demo with it was you and me and Bob?
Where were we?
No, it was at the warehouse for like some like a dinner.
It was like a dinner. Yeah, I remember that.
It was I was like, am I
super random
dreaming?
Yeah.
So then, what did you do before you got on stereo? Were you working or anything, or were you just skating in Hawaii?
I was working at like a surf shop. And then that's where I ended up working when I got kicked off of everything again, because my buddy Rod, like, he was the GM over there, and I needed like work. You know what I mean? Like,
Oh, totally. What's the shop called?
it was called Blue Hawaii Surf.
Oh, you took me there.
Yeah, and then so I was like, dude, like I got kicked off my companies. I need like work. So he just was like, yeah, you can start next week, pretty much.
How humbling, huh?
Oh, for sure. That saved me. I could pay my rent. I was working like I hated it. I was working just doing like sales on the floor, and like
Back to working at a skate shop. Fuck.
I sucked at it. It was like the worst thing. Like I remember getting yelled at all the time not yelled at, but like talked to, like, hey dude, you gotta talk to customers. I was like wasn't the best sales
Sales.
dude on the
Yeah.
yeah, it was
I've
like
had
the
the
worst.
same
And then
job.
like looking at like, oh fuck, like I was skating and then now you're putting out skate decks that you were once almost. It was a weird feeling, like
It hurts.
putting it did, it was like fuck. And like looking at like just companies that you rode for, and now you're putting the boards out on the floor, tagging them. And it was just a crazy time for me.
But
but
every
but I was
skateboarder's
there. Frick, I was there till like 2015. Like I worked at the retail shop
for five
till they
years.
till they closed down. I left as like an assistant manager.
Oh dang.
Yeah.
So then what? So you're like, okay, now this is gone.
They closed down, so it's weird. Like I never planned anything, you know what I mean? Like throughout my whole life, I guess, things just kind of worked out the way they should.
Mm-hmm.
And the time the shop was closing, like we were in the mall, and the rent was way too high for us to handle because we're like still a mom and pop little surf shop. And All in One ended up raising our lease super high, so we couldn't afford it. So the shop was forced to close, and I didn't have a backup. I had buddies that plumbed, so I was thinking like I would go and just be a plumber.
Well, there's a
you
lot
know?
of money there.
Oh yeah, but I don't know. It was just like, what do I do? At this time, I had Bricks. He was probably like three or two or
So you
three.
had a responsibility.
Oh, for sure. And yeah, I was working two jobs and just trying to take care of him. And but when the company closed, Rod had buddies that were opening a barbershop, and they ended up coming into the shop. And then I met this dude, John Roth. He's like the owner of Crow's Nest Barbershop in Canada.
Okay.
He knew my situation, what was happening, because my buddy Rod kind of broke it down. It was like, hey, like we're about to close. Dyson's like looking for work. And they were like, yeah, we're opening a barbershop and maybe he can manage it. He can manage the shop. And the dude, John, came up to me. I remember working the floor that day. And the first thing he said was like, what are you going to do with your life? Like didn't introduce himself. He was just like, hey, what are you going to do with your life? And I was like, dude, I don't know. I'm about to lose my job. I got a 2-year-old kid at home. Like, I don't know.
Were you
You
super
know?
stressed?
Oh, for sure. I was kind of like scared, but like I just didn't know what was going to happen.
Mm-hmm.
And then he asked me if I wanted to manage the barbershop and help. Well, I helped build it too, like doing like drywall and tile, and just was extra set of hands. If the guys needed help, like I was there.
And this is the one you
And
work
then,
at now?
no, it's a different one. I'm at a Crow's Nest now. We opened a Crow's Nest in Hawaii, so it's like the first one in the States.
Okay.
Outside of Canada. Um, but the first one, I was there for about a few years, managing the shop, and then John asked me if I wanted to apprentice. So I ended up apprenticing because he was like, "You're gonna be in here, you might as well learn the trade and become a barber." We're paying you basically to learn. So that was cool. I was fortunate with that too. I didn't have to go to school. I just apprenticed and ran the shop.
I could see you. It's such a it's kind of surprising.
It's I never thought I'd be cutting hair. That's for sure. I always had a shaved head.
Yeah. I
And
I,
yeah,
I could have seen you being like a tattoo artist or something.
I wanted to try to do that, but I don't think I had the discipline to sit there and draw. I just would lose my attention. My attention wouldn't stay. And I'm stoked that the barbering thing came along because
Mm-hmm.
it's like creative. You're someone walks in and I like it. You're part of their day. And conversation and just like providing a service. And stoking them out.
And they look better.
And it's an instant, like you turn them and they're like, wow, like I'm stoked, like I'm getting married next week, thank you, and it's just like a good feeling.
Hmm.
Um,
You're kind of like a
and it's
therapist.
for sure, and it's some decent, you make a decent amount of money, you make a living.
For sure. My mom is a hairstylist, so I know how it
Okay,
is. Yeah.
yeah, for sure. Yeah, and that's what I'm doing now, and well, we left the other shop and then started the Crow's Nest maybe 4 months ago.
Okay, so it's new.
Yeah,
Where is it? Is it not in Waikiki, near Waikiki or
it's
anything?
kind of downtown, like close to Waikiki, like probably 5-10 minutes from
It's
Waikiki.
in Honolulu.
Yeah, it's in Honolulu. Yeah,
Oh, cool. So you see all
yeah, it's
types
it's
of
rad
people.
for sure. And a lot of the people that live in the neighborhood, and work. It's a small shop, and 3-chair shop, and right now we got 2 barbers in there, me and this other dude, and it's cool because it doesn't feel like work.
They're hanging
You
out.
know, we're hanging out, cutting hair, and talking shit the whole day. And that's basically it. And it's fun. So I like it because it's something I could teach Brixton. Later on down the line if school wasn't working out or something, you can learn how to cut hair.
Totally. And do you shave people too? With a
We do.
with a straight blade?
Yeah, with the straight razor and stuff.
How's that?
It's a little nerve wracking. I mean, I haven't done much to be honest. Like
Hmm.
I've done probably 3 or 4. I mean, not much guys get them. It's more like an experience kind of thing, you know, like
Well,
to go and get like a hot towel
I've
shave.
never done it before, but then the next time I go to Hawaii and go surfing, I'm gonna go see you, and I want that.
Right?
Yeah, that's so cool. So, how many people do you see a day? Clients?
um, it's hit or miss right now since we're still kind of new.
Hmm.
Clients from the last shop did follow over, a few of them, but I'm like in the process of rebuilding my clientele, and so it varies anywhere from sometimes it's a slow day like 3, and then sometimes it's 8. It all depends, but
And how much do you
yeah,
charge for a haircut and stuff?
it's 35 for a cut,
Okay. How long does it take?
about half an hour to 45,
What
and
would
we
you do
do
with what
we
would you do
serve
with
we serve beer.
nice? Would you cut? How would you cut my hair?
I have no idea.
Could you layer
that's a,
it?
that's a lot of hair right there.
Could you layer it nice?
We could figure something out.
Do you cut? You don't really cut hair like mine that much, huh?
Not much long hair like that. It's
Yeah.
mainly short,
Just
traditional
guy.
barber cuts.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I almost should go to like a women's hairstylist or something. I
might
don't
be
know.
faster. That's for sure.
So you never surfed?
I surf a little. Like growing up, um, surfed here and there. Like I've been doing it a lot more lately. I've been teaching my girlfriend how to surf. She's all stoked on it.
Oh, cool.
Um, but I can't surf like crazy big waves like you, dude. I've been watching you surf,
I
dude.
don't surf big waves. I surf like four
That
to
shit
six
looks
foot.
big, dude. That looks big.
I,
I'm like a
s-
wussy.
I surfed in Nicaragua one time at this place, Colorado's, and I just got my
Mm-hmm.
ass handled and just got washed up on shore. It's like a pipeline type of barrel type of thing, but it's sand.
Right.
And I just wanted to quit surfing and cry. I'm just like laying
Yeah,
there,
it
like, ah,
freaked me
this,
out.
yeah. But I like
Yeah, for
point
sure.
breaks and like having fun and doing big, like rincon and doing big turns and stuff.
Right.
But I don't care about like getting crushed. Like,
I feel like I'm just still like in that learning phase, but like I ride like a little 5'3" fish
oh,
twin
cool,
fin.
nice.
I'm more like a cruiser on there. Like trying to
But it's
just
short. I like 5'6".
right. I'm short.
Oh, how yeah, you are kind of short. How tall are you?
Well, probably like 5'5", 5'6"
Oh,
on
you're
a
like
good day.
Bruce Lee's. You're like a Bruce Lee size.
Right?
You're
I
pretty
wish I had.
much.
I wish I had his skills.
You're, so you work? Do you work out or anything nowadays?
No,
You don't. Nothing.
no, just opening the cooler. It's about it. But no, I just usually try to skate with my son. Usually Sunday, Mondays if I have him on a Sunday,
Okay.
and just work throughout the week. It's like kind of long hours. I'm there in the shop 9 to 7, Tuesday to Friday,
Oh, dang. All day.
all day. And then Saturday's like a 10 to 5. Get out, and I'll usually hit the park and meet up with the homies and skate.
So you skate like 2 to 3 days a week?
Try to for sure, and try not to stay on the tailgate by the cooler the whole time.
Dude,
But
that's how it is at the beach too. Like you could surf or you just sit on the tailgate. It's like
you're right,
sometimes
and just watch.
well, sometimes honestly the tailgate's more fun.
No, for sure.
It's more
With
enjoyable.
some music and beers and friends.
Oh
It's a
yeah,
good time.
it really is. Sometimes just sitting on the cliff at the beach, watching everyone else surf. Sometimes I'm sitting in the lineup and I'm like, I want to be up there.
I'd rather be up there.
Yeah, like I don't even need to surf. I can just sit on the tailgate.
Right.
So your knees better?
It feels better. I mean, every once in a while, I'll feel a little like a looseness, in the knee. But I don't know. I never really got it checked because I didn't have medical at the time, and I felt like it got better. I just kind of rehabbed it on my own. Yeah, and then
So you don't even know the damage.
no, but I knew it was bad because I was out for like 6 months, like could barely like get around.
Fuck.
And then actually going back, I got into a motorcycle accident too. I was in the hospital for a week.
What happened there?
Well, so I couldn't skate, and I feel like I was drinking with a buddy. We had maybe like a beer or two, and he lived in Wailua, and he had dirt bikes. So we were like, oh, let's go for a quick ride. And I wasn't that confident riding a dirt bike, but one or two beers, and you're like, oh yeah, let's
Were
do
you
this.
wearing a helmet?
No, I had just had surf shorts on and tennis shoes,
Oh my goodness.
and I was riding a 250, and yeah, I crashed. Like we're speeding down like a gravel dirt road, and I didn't see far ahead that he stopped. And by the time I was getting close to him, it was either I was going to hit him or, yeah, that was like going to be the worst case because there was like a big pole blocking the street. So if I didn't stop, I would hit my buddy, or hit the pole and just fly off the bike because I was going way too fast to stop in time. So I just clinched. I don't know. I panicked. I clinched the brakes and slid out. The bike slid out, and my left hand pinky right here almost was gone.
You ripped it off.
It got stuck on the ground when I fell like this. Because you're holding the handlebars, right? And as the bike slid out, my pinky got caught on the ground. And then I cabbaged like my whole side of my ribs. I was in hospital for like a week. I had to see a hand surgeon. Like, I had to sign papers saying like I might not see my finger when I wake up from the surgery. Like it was pretty crazy. But it's here.
It looks great.
Right?
It looks great. Oh my god.
That was like coming out of my bad luck streak, like it was like,
and then like
all those injuries, and then like I get like a motorcycle accident because like just being stupid,
Damn.
But yeah.
Damn. So that's like career ending shit.
I mean, it was more so like when I started working, I think I was just over it. Like everyone would always ask me, like, "You're gonna go back? You're gonna move back and try again?" I'm like,
you already did. It's not like you tried again. Right. You already did it.
Right.
You did it.
And it's like
just because you didn't have a pro board.
Right. Yeah. At that time, I was just like, you know what? Like, I'm content. I have my son. I have my family at the time, and I was working, making a living, and like I didn't see a need to go back and try to skate again and try to prove something. Almost it was just
right.
Like I'm happy here, and that's what I'm gonna do.
I like your attitude.
No, for sure, and that's what I'm. And if I didn't, I wouldn't be in the situation I'm now. With this whole barbering thing, and
you needed to prepare for your future.
For sure. I mean, I'm not the best at preparing, to be honest, but
Well, it seems like
we
you're in a
we
really
make it
good
work. We
place.
make it work.
You're in a good place right now.
Oh, for sure. I'm stoked. I got my dude right over here. And that's really all that like matters.
I love it. He looks so
This
fun.
guy,
He's,
he's such a jerk.
so what's his nationality? You're Hawaiian? Or
I'm
what's,
like a mix, right? So I'm Filipino, Hawaiian. I have a little Japanese. It's all on my grandma's side, and we're mixed. Yeah, I got a little bit of that white blood, and then Brixton's mom, she's pretty much full Irish.
oh, okay. So
So
he's
he is a
total
good,
Hapa.
yeah, full Hoppa boy right here.
Hapa
Look
brothers.
at that guy.
So you never
Yeah.
try to get like on another team or anything with skating? No one ever hit you up?
No one hit me up actually. I mean, like I would get sent stuff here and there.
Hmm.
I remember before Dylan passed, he sent me a box.
Really?
Yeah, like a little FA box.
Oh, that's
So
sick.
I was riding that, and then Johnny from Vans was sending me some shoes every so often, just to help me out here and there.
Oh,
And
Jayla.
yeah,
Yeah, oh,
for
tight.
sure. And
He's so chill and nice.
yeah, for sure. Just send me shoes too. I wasn't even doing anything. It's not like I was like skating. He was like, here's some shoes. I
I
was
mean,
like, oh,
he's like
sick, dude.
Long Beach friend.
Yeah,
He
it
would
was
let me
cool.
stay at his house. He would like invite me to stay at his house. I didn't even know him. He's like, come stay at my house for like a week. I'm like, okay, I'm down. Then we became friends.
No, for sure. He's the nicest dude.
Yeah. So, what's up with you see Gerald Webb around?
I'm probably gonna see him later today. We skate the park pretty much every Sunday, Monday.
Okay, cool.
He has a daughter too, around the same age as this little kook right here.
And they're friends.
Yeah, they're like buds, and they skate, and she rides a scooter. She'll ride her skateboard sometimes.
And he
But it's
still
cool.
shreds too.
Dude, it's amazing watching him shred. Like, I don't know how he does it, to be honest.
I don't know
I'll be
how
like,
they still do it.
how are you still doing this,
Still.
dude? Like, yeah.
What about Heymana Reynolds?
I don't know him too well, but it seems like he's doing it big, right? He's doing, what is it, the Olympics? That's
He got the
pretty
X Games gold, I think.
that's pretty crazy, right?
I met him at Woodward. That time we went to Woodward with Curran when he was 10.
Oh God, that was crazy.
Yeah,
That's
and
so
look at him
long ago.
now.
That's right, yeah. He's doing good.
It's awesome.
Yeah, I don't know him that well, but
Okay.
I mean, there's a few cats that are skating. That dude, Schmatty,
Mm-hmm.
goes by Schmatty.
He's from Hawaii?
He's from out here.
Oh, I didn't know that. I've met
that
him.
dude,
He's cool.
Danny Hamaguchi. He's like ripping.
I'll look him
He's
up.
the kid that like nollie tray flipped the table on flat. I
Oh
don't know
my
if you saw a
God.
clip.
Yeah, I've seen that.
He's from out here.
Wow. That's like the
there's
hardest
some
trick
cats.
to pop.
Oh God, yeah. Like,
So you don't
there's-
like, you're super content and happy with the way everything turned out? You
yeah.
don't regret anything?
No.
You want to say anything? Let's close up. Do you want to like say anything to the audience, the kids, or anything like that, or anyone who's listening?
I don't know. I think I need to start doing yoga. Maybe
Yeah, that's true. Yoga every day for 1 hour.
get in the shape, dude.
I can do every
Get a little
pose.
more flexible.
Yeah, you should be. You don't want the dad bod.
Show them go grab our kitchen towels. Hurry up. You'll like this.
Okay.
Hurry up. Pass me one. My girlfriend just got me this for. So it says rest in pieces.
Oh, sick. Nice. Someone actually just gave me a little thing like that too, like a little sculpture.
That's pretty funny. Yeah,
It's that time of the year.
it's that time of the year. But no, I appreciate you having me on the show, and it was rad catching up.
Yeah,
You
so
know,
good
and
to catch up with you, Dyson.
it's been over 10 years, dude.
Yeah, it's been a long
I
time.
think well over 10 years.
For sure. It's
For
actually
sure.
probably been like 10 years.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it's like what 19. You know, like. But yeah, dude.
Well, I'm so happy you're doing good, and so nice to meet your son over the phone. And
You gonna say bye?
I'm gonna send me your address.
Come in here.
Send me
Oh
your
yeah, for sure.
send me your address, and I'll send you a sticker and a shirt or something. Okay.
Yeah, I'll send it for sure.
All right. All right.
Thank you, Zach.
Aloha. Mahalo.
I'll see you.
See ya
Take care.
later.